Hello, everybody. Good evening. How are you doing today? And welcome to another stream and joining here at 4:38 p.m. on a beautiful Friday evening. And today I will be doing a training stream. So join me in working out a little bit on our chest today, and we will try to get a little bit stronger. So we will do it together with the help of the chat. I'm gonna try to do a course today on chess.com, and we will try to see how it goes. And it is going to be starting from beginner and then go all the way up to super GM level. So today's stream is a training stream for all the levels. So if you're a beginner, if you are a strong player, you're welcome to join in this stream today. Kaylin, thank you for following. You're the first follower on stream today. A big welcome to you and thank you. And great to have you here, Kaylin. So let's take a look at the chat. Bra, you're sending me hearts there, and you're the first in the stream today. As always, most of the time. So nice to see you. Hello, Jerry. How are you doing? Bharat, good evening. Watching from Taxi, honey. Have a nice trip and let me know when you're home. Yash says, Namaskar, Mandai. Yash, isn't that Marathi? Or is it Hindi? I thought it was Marathi. Have a great stream, my love. Go, 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 and a big hype there. And a lot of teddy bears. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Bharat, hello. Hi. And perfect. Yeah, today's stream is going to be a little bit for everyone. And I'm having a nice cup of coffee to wake up my brain. Hope you're enjoying your evening coffee or tea as well. In India, people usually have evening tea at this time. It's tea time right now in India. I'm more of a coffee person, so you can choose what you like. And in India, regardless what the weather is, it can be bright sunny day, people still like to have their tea. So I'm going to go to chess.com now. Okay, there we are. And we are going to try a course today, which is on chess.com, but made by Chessable. And it is called as Chess Played Quick, the Tactics book. So here, as you can see, there are different levels. We are going to start with easy level, then it's going to be medium level, then hard level, and then super GM level. And I really can't wait to actually explore how tough it's gonna be on the super GM level. But we are gonna start from easy level. The first section, or first two, or maybe three, I don't know how this is gonna be. Might be first two at least is gonna be pretty simple for me, but I'm gonna go through it so that there are viewers who are joining in the chat who are completely new to chess. There are a lot of beginners who are joining the stream, so that can be useful for people who are learning chess. Versus same coffee person, cheers. Kaylin says, I'm finally getting back into chess. It's been years since I played. Welcome back, Kaylin. And it's good to make a comeback now. As they say, comeback is stronger than the setback. So let's start here. And the first one has 41 exercises. And on average, I can see it's like 50 exercises in each section. Bert says, I have a question. Go ahead. You can ask me. Meanwhile, I'm gonna start. So I was just trying easy level. Yeah. So as I said, first is gonna be very simple. So it's gonna be just going for one move tactics or mates. So let's go through them. And again, if you want more about this, you can read the description on the side as well. Okay, your king attacks the rook. So we need to just cut off. This is based on interference. The e5. There we go. And take the rook. It has so much description, and it is actually good for people who are trying to understand. Let's go next. Kaylin says, I bait my dad in a game of chess and then stopped after that and ended on a win. Well, that's funny. You ended on a high. Bird asks, currently I'm in a daily game where I'm stuck with a bishop and a pawn endgame, and it's the first time I'm stuck in that endgame. Is there any way to convert? I don't know the position, but I would say that you are in the middle of the game, so you should not discuss it with anybody until your game is over. So just play your own game, and whenever you're done with the game, then you can analyze with other people. That is just fair. And if you want my insights in your game, you can post it on Discord, and I can give you some suggestions after your game is over. Okay, how can you surprise your opponent with an early fork in the opening? So we have Queen A5, getting the bishop. It's a traffic jam, and I got a fixed price for the trip. Listening the taxi driver trash talk everyone is kind of funny. Well, you got entertainment both on your phone and off your phone right now. Okay, we have a fork. Going for the queen. Only one of your knights is allowed to move. So this knight is under pin, so we have to move this knight to create a fork. So we have a pawn fork here, grabbing a piece. It's like celebrating every time I get an answer. Oh, this is actually cute. Your pawn on d5 does a great job of ensuring black's rooks can't protect each other. The bishop is guarding that pawn, so we can actually create a fork with our king here. Black's knight is misplaced on the edge of the board. So either we can go bishop f7 or we can go queen h5. I think we are gonna go queen h5 and grab the piece. So we should focus, we should look at every part of the board. How can you box the king in further? This is a classic smothered mate. And in this, we are gonna go for a queen sacrifice. And then we have a checkmate. And you see that the king is smothered between his own pieces. Okay, which piece do you use as a magnet and which piece will give mate? This is actually a very cute one. I will let somebody say in the chat why to play. I really like this pattern. This is one of my favorite patterns. And this tactic is also called as in this text they call it as magnet, but it is also called as decoy. When I was a kid, when I was learning all these themes, I was always getting confused between decoy and deflection. They seem so similar, but they are quite different. They are opposites of each other. Yes, says, you planning Diwali stream this year? Yes, I think I will do some Diwali stream this year. I have some lanterns. Like last year, you know, I had lights. I already got some lights, new lights this time, so I will try to set it up for the Diwali stream. Okay, any volunteers for this? Why to play and win? So it looks like this can be a bit tricky if we start thinking like, okay, we have a check here, then the king goes, check, the king goes, and how should we continue? But before we start going deeper in that line, we have to come back and refresh. Maybe something else is better. And we have a decoy and a rook sacrifice. Good job, Perret. With rook h8 check and queen h7 mate. And this is, as I said, one of my favorite patterns. Okay, black to play. Sacrifice the magnet. Once again, we have another in the theme of decoy here. And now it looks simpler since we know that one already. So we have rook d1 check and queen d2 is mate. I did one today, nice. In puzzles or was it in your games? Okay, we are in check. You are in check by a pinned piece. Can you start a counterattack? Oh, this is so cute actually. This is super cute puzzle. You got it in your game. Nice. GG. It's nice to get it. I think that these puzzles are hand-picked. They are super nice and beautiful. My dark bishop literally had a world tour. Visited 64 countries, is it? HS speaks for itself. You found it. Rook f5. Beautiful move. So we are in a check and we give a counter check with rook f5. And now king has to take and we have queen f6 with a mate. Next. You can capture the knight, but your bishop is still hanging. So this is the Suishan Suk in between move. With a check first. And then we take the knight. So I think they're trying to mix different themes over here. Both queens are hanging. How can you win black's queen without losing yours? Lake District, hello, nice to see you. Welcome here. So another with Suishan Suk. We have queen check first. And then take the queen. Okay. They are not so easy, right? We are starting with the easiest one. So I don't think that medium and hard is gonna be so easy for us. Let's see. Hey, hello Nightbot. All the minor pieces are hanging from white and black. Can you keep your head cool and find a solution to win a piece? Knight c6 check, king b7. So we have to get out of check. So we have knight c6, king b7. We have check and then take. As Lake said, snack on the piece. So we have cool-headed people in the chat. Let's go. You can capture a knight for free. Would that be safe? Pac-Man mode on. I don't think this would be safe because after this there is mate stuff happening over here. So maybe we have time for a Greek gift. We don't have time for b3. The a3 pawn hangs, so I believe we have to go for a Greek gift here. Yeah. Knight g5 check. And queen h3. Okay, what is this? And then this one has just no description at all. So we take here. This is something everyone should know. Okay, next. Let's stop giving description. So these are like all opening traps here. So this is queen d5. No, it's not. What did I miss? Queen d5. Oh, there is queen e7. I said all should know this and I made a mistake myself. Okay, Queen d5. Just missed with the move order. So now it wants me to repeat again. Okay, I will do it. Next. We have already learned that double check can be a powerful weapon. Okay, so in this case, since the bishop is under attack, the only discovered check that will be good is double check. So whenever the piece is under attack, which will be giving check, if we move the rook anywhere else, the queen can take it. So we play rook e5 check and take the queen. Yeah, that's it. Next. This example features a square as the second target and is the most complex one. Okay, this doesn't seem complex to us, right? Hello, Sid Indian. Have you quit chess? No, not at all. How are you doing, Sid? I'm mostly streaming on Twitch. That's why you don't see me on YouTube. Rook h8, bishop c3 and a pin, but that will not give you any material. So if we want material, we have to start with bishop c3. And then take the rook. It's been some time. Hello, Radio John. How are you doing? Welcome back. We are a pawn up, but this pawn was also hanging and it was opposite color bishop. So that was not enough. Okay, on winning a trapped piece with an example in which we can win the enemy queen. This is nice. The center is usually the perfect location for a queen, but not this time. So we are going to trap the queen and rook e6 traps it right away. Oh, I'm also from Kolhapur. Welcome here, Sid. Okay, next one. Bastian, hello, good evening. Bastian says, I don't even know what you're doing, but go Rucha. Today we are solving a chess table course. So we are starting with the easy puzzles and then moving up. We are solving puzzles from Tactics book. Together with the chat. Okay, white to play. Marty, hola. Buenas tardes, ¿cómo estás? Okay, we are still going for a queen trap probably. So that's why bishop f6 is the way to go. Trapping the queen. Yeah, bishop f6, that was right. Let's go. Ooh, what is happening? We are white. Okay, bishop a4, check, king c1, and knight e2. This looks very confusing in the first sight. But the king is actually getting mated there. So unfortunate for black. Mate in 3. Okay, this is simple. Check, check, and mate. Aditya, hello. Good evening, how are you doing? Mate in 3. Okay, queen f8 is the mate here. So check, check, and queen f8. Okay, next, white to play and win. This one is really nice. Yeah, that was actually a mate. That was a mate. Yeah, mate in 2. So here, if we give a check, the king runs away and this is under control. So we need to block this square and then mate. Next. Why does it say 99% accuracy? Maybe because I got one wrong? Okay, maybe that's why. Why to play and win? This looks like a study. So if this pawn moves, then the king gets escape square. So we do this, but then king g7. Okay, it's just mate in 2 here. So check and mate. Why to play and win? This is cute. Creating a zugzwang and then mate. Why to play and mate in 2? Now that your motor is running. Okay, this is another mate in 2. Queen sacrifice, followed by mate. Tightening the noose. So now we are going a bit one step ahead, and that is to create the checkmate first. With a quiet move. Rook here, and if you push the pawn, then I will go back with the rook with the mate. Yeah, you go back, and now we do this. Okay, you want me to play this, maybe. Making way. This is a very normal pattern when you're going for an attack and when you have a pawn fixed in over here. We start with this check. And the pawn helps us in creating this mate. Queen h2. Next. Okay, now we have deflection. Before we were talking about decoy, now we have deflection. Black picks up a piece. Knight f5. Knight takes f5. Now we are combining different ideas. So we start with a knight fork. You take, then we add in Zwischenzug, and then we take the piece back. So now we're starting to combine more than one themes. A cornered king. This is made in 2. Two moves to go. So rook g1. Oh, this is again the queen is under attack. So no other move works except a double check. So we give this check, and I think either of them is a mate. So let's pick one. Well, it doesn't let me pick anyone. I have to do the one that you want. Mate in 2. So now we give this check and mate. A king has walked into danger. Okay, this is nice. Let's see who finds this one. Queen g5, then king at 7. Rook e6, Lake District, let's go. Rook e6. Perfect. So this is again deflection. We're deflecting the pawn. Okay, white to play and win. You miscalculated, no worries. So this time it is combination of piece trap and skewer. So now we are doing multiple themes. So we go g4, attacking the queen. Queen has to go either one of these squares, and then we have a skewer winning the queen. Okay, we finished this chapter, I guess. Let's see. So we are done with the easy one. Now we're gonna go medium level. Okay, let's go. Okay, they're also calculating time now. Okay, this is modern mate. Chapter double attack. How can you stun your opponent with a beautiful fork? Okay, bishop e5. And a check. We attack the rook first and then we take care. Tony, hello, good evening. Welcome back, Tony. We are doing a course today together with the chat. We are doing a Chessable course. White to play. I can take the rook. I can take the pawn. I think I should take this and this. But there is some happening here. I can't do that. Medium level and the first task is the fool's mate. But I don't see this yet. Oh, I think bishop f7. What a good timing. Nice. Welcome. So check. If you go here, this is the move that you're looking for. If you take queen f5 is the mate. Wow. That one is pretty. Scholar's mate. Yeah, fool's mate is f3 and g4. Black made a mistake in the opening. What should you do to prepare the fork? This is opening trap again. A queen sacrifice gives a back rank mate. Be right back in 5 minutes, sure. Okay, black to play. Ooh, maybe it's bishop c5 to begin with. So bishop c5 check. Let's say you take. I'm gonna take here and then queen h2 is mate. Because we cannot let him escape here. If we do any of this, then the king just starts to run away. Okay, if this is medium level, then super gem level is gonna be so tough. You have 3 pieces in the attack to harass Black's king. Can you show great teamwork to give a mate? Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's go. Your rooks are dominating the 7th rank. How can you use them to give mate? Watch out for Black's counterplay. Where is Black's counterplay? This looks straightforward mate, isn't it? If only heard of a fool's mate in a serious game once. e4, f6, d4, g5, draw offer, queen h5 mate. Really? That has happened? Then if you don't want to, then why not just not show up to the game? And why would you offer draw there? I have so many questions. Who are the players? What is the context? How can you position your rook and knight to give the Arabian mate? Yeah, first we need to get the rook in. Check, and then knight in, knight f6, and then this mate. continue. Black still has a defender in front of the king, so let's eliminate that. Black was Tom Bothema, press chief of Tata Steel Chess. Press chief? Was he just doing it for content and something for the press? Under promotion. White's last pawn move can win the game due to skiver on the b file, but we have to watch out for Black's last trick. Okay, they should not have given this, because there is a trick here that if you make a queen, king goes to b4. If you give a skiver, king goes to c3. And then if you take the queen, it's a stalemate. That's why we have to make a rook, so that there is no stalemate in the end. That was nice. I have not seen this actually. I have not seen this puzzle before. I really like this. Okay, next. Intermediate move. Your rook is under attack. What is the best place to go? It has to be taking the knight and give a check. How can you spot in such fast time? Well, in that case, there are only two options, so just eliminated the queen there. Okay, let's go next. All rooks are on open e-file. What will happen when the bishop moves out of the way? Okay, I can grab a pawn, but is there anything better? Is there anything better than that? Because she's the best. Well, at least the typo was not beast. I'm just happy the typo was not beast. Hey, thanks for the follow, Brawl34. Welcome here. How are you doing today, Froville? Intermediate move. You are down a lot of pawns. How can you turn the game around? So knight g4 has to be it. We take this and we also take this bishop with a check. And take the queen. Bonjour de France. Bonjour, Froville. Greetings to you. We are doing a course today with the chat. Join us in solving. Bonus studies, okay? You are down tons of material and your bishop is pinned. Only a miracle could turn the game around. Luckily, you studied the chapter about skewers. Well, my first instinct is queen b3, but let's see. The bishop is pinned. That's what they told us. You're one step ahead, Tony, but this time you should not have skipped that step. So queen b3 takes bishop b3, king c6, bishop takes queen. And that would also give us the knight in the end. So we have two different skewers. Praximus, and hello, good evening. How are you doing today? You're joining on YouTube this time, are you? Yeah, you're from YouTube. Okay, let's continue. So now we have some studies here. I saw queen b3 then, why not bishop b3? Okay, white to play. Bhagwan says, please play some match. No, today we are doing training. Yesterday we did play a lot of games, so today it's training time. But I do play games on my streams. It's one of the next days. Knight b3 seems natural. Yeah, it's a mate in 2, so this knight is important. Praximescent says you left from Twitch for some time and installed it. That's very kind of you. Since I left Twitch, you just uninstalled Twitch. I'm sorry I was away for so long, guys. But now I'm back. And hope to see you on Twitch, Praximescent, sometime. Weren't you a mod on Twitch, Praxi? Good to see you on YouTube. I just started streaming on both just now. Okay, white to play. So we have knight a7, queen a6, bishop a6. Yeah, you were right. I'm home in 3 minutes. Nice. We'll get the wagon and park it at mom's place. Should we do something? After that, are you gonna stay on stream? I'm gonna stay on stream and do this course now. Yeah, you were, Praxi. So, hope to see you back on Twitch sometime. Okay, white to play. Well, we can give a check and grab the pawn. Oh, it's also a check and grab the rook. So let's do this. Okay, black to play. So where is the skiver? We have to force the king to go there somehow. How can we do that? You do some shopping. All right, have fun. Queen a7. Oh wow, I actually did not see that move at all. Beautiful fine Lake District. Queen a7. And we moved this pawn and we actually created a discovered attack. Amazing, Lake District, GG. I was looking at all the other checks except a7. Another queen endgame, okay. Black to play and win. Yeah, that was really nice. Okay, once again, looking at all the checks. Oh, this is similar. This and d5. Now I already know the idea. So I can see it fast. So you see, guys, chess is a lot about pattern recognition. Since we saw the earlier example, this next example becomes so much easier to look for. Same theme as the last puzzle, yeah. It's all about pattern recognition. Wow, bishop f6? Is it bishop f6 here? Poor queen. Love this move, bishop f6. Just creating a mate here. Queen sacrifice, bishop f6, and rook to c8. No, if you do this, if you give a check, I'll go king g8. That's why we have to start with bishop f6. Rook takes queen and rook c8 is a mate. If you go rook g8, queen g7 is winning. Nice. Okay, mate in 3, black to play. Yeah, that was nice, mate. Okay, so we need a queen on f6 to mate here. So that's why we start with check, check, and mate. Zigzag. Yay. Okay, black to play, mate in 3. Okay, knight f4 is a mate in the end. Okay, white to play. Knight g5, so this is similar to the one we just solved. So check, check and mate. It's like celebrating every time we get it right. Great job. Well done. Mate in 3. Okay, check here, and queen d4. Yup, now. 4 times. Win a piece in 4 moves. Okay, check, 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 dish. Easy. Win a piece in 4 moves. Okay, where are the pawns going? So I'm black here. Okay, so check, 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 queen. Okay, look at this lightning flash. Lightning moves. Whispering show up. Okay, white to play and win. The pawn is going here. Nice. So we need to just block the a file. So if we do this, rook goes here. So we bishop a5 and a7. Okay, now this is important why the pawn is here. So we need to hide it behind. And now there are no checks. Yeah, it's a shield. It's an umbrella here. Okay, white to play and win. Now, this is again same idea. If we push this, rook blocks. So we give a check and then we push. And now this pawn is a shield for us. Okay, white to play and win. We are already in a check. Should avoid king b2, rook g2, king b3 as rook g8. White does not have bishop g3 check in the view of rook g3. So should we give up the bishop with bishop e1? So rook takes, king here, and you can only give me checks until this point. But after king d5, there are no checks. Okay, you're looking at another direction. If you go rook here, then we check and we go here. Run, 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 all the way, until there are no checks. Hey, homeless on Wi-Fi. Always, not always to play and win, just best move like the last puzzle. Okay, white to play and mate in 2, looks like a study. Oh, this is cute. Maybe it's d4. Knight rook versus queen was a draw. Which one? I'm still thinking. Okay, I don't remember. So looks like it is d4. So if you take with the bishop, I have knight d2 mate. If you take with the rook, I have knight e5 mate. If you play g3, I have knight e5 mate, okay. Okay, white to play and win. This is a cute mate. Bishop g7 mate in the end. So they say that one bishop cannot win, but one bishop can win if your opponent has pawns. So this is one of those cases. The green animation around the screen is like yellow bar rising sometimes when you solve puzzles. Troitsky study? I'm not sure, but I think I've seen this in the Doretsky's books, I believe. Okay, next one. White to play and win. Knight c6, but there is bishop takes b2, so not yet. Previous one, d4 was, know what me. You know also the names of the composers. That's impressive, both Lake and Homeless. Can sack the knight or push the pawn? The theme, okay. Okay, b3 check. King b4, knight c2, and just take the bishop. So what's the problem here? Okay, so now it's all about which check I should give, knight c2 or knight c6. So I'm thinking, why just not take with the knight? And not go knight c6. Okay, that was easy. White to play and win. A piece is sacrificed on a square where it could be taken by two different pieces. But whichever makes the capture interferes with the another. Wow, I learned something today. Oh, this is nice. So rook here, rook a1 and bishop a3 is mate. And if rook h1, then bishop h6, of course, I can also take the rook, but yeah. What is this? White to play and win. Oh, wow, this is nice. But I will let someone else solve this one. Let's see who solves in the chat. I won't, I see it. This is really nice. Queen e6 for the symmetry. Perfect. So we need queen e6 and black is in like soup swung here. There is nothing black can do. If you take this is mate. If you take with the other rook, that is mate. That's it. These are like easy ones, but they are really beautiful. White to play and win. Okay, so we have some knight 4, so check, bishop d5, knight f6 is 1. Queen e6, so rook a7 check. But I guess we can get away from checks. Or we can't. Okay, I can't go back to the puzzle in this, unfortunately. Or maybe I can. Previous variation. Yeah, I can actually. Oh, rook a7. Let's see what is happening. Yeah, rook a7 is a defense. How is it to win then? No, it's a check on you first. So how are we winning? Oh, we just play king b6 there. So rook a7, king b6. If you take this, we have to go this check and then this rook is hanging. So black might try this. We have to go king c6. You go here and then we go king d6. I guess, but then rook d7, so I still don't know where is the mate. Oli, good evening. Hello there. Welcome back. You walk the king to d6, but then rook d7. It's still not over. I believe we have to get the bishop check somewhere. Can I analyze this? Or after rook f e7, queen g and e7. Yeah, that I saw, but how are we getting out of checks? Rook b7. It's afternoon in Germany. Let's see. Guten Abend. Go to d6. Rook d7 check. No. Okay, Guten Tag. Is that right? Yeah, Homeless, what is the next one? After king d6, rook d7 check. Oh, queen is on e6, okay. Okay. Let's go next. Guten Tag is richtig. What does that mean? I don't know. Hanazaki, welcome here. How are you doing today? We are doing a course together, so join us. Guten Tag is correct, okay. Richtig is equals to correct. And we are winning because we have a passed pawn in the end. Even though we don't have extra material. Norway, we say richtig. I'm reading both of them the same way. So I don't really know the difference how both of them are said. For me, both is like richtig. Guten Tag is equals to good day. Yeah, I learned that now. I think, okay, it's like Guten Morgen, Guten Tag, Guten Abend, Gute Nacht, right? Rook sacrifice. Let's go, Bharat. A round of applause for this one. Yeah, this is nice. This is really pretty. So we have bishop check, queen check, knight check, and queen check. Play the correct move, white to play. Sehr good is equals to very good. Okay. Well, go. Well, bro. Yeah, I travel a lot because of chess. So whenever I'm traveling to different countries, I collect words from different languages, like collecting Pokemons. Rook check. Let's see, rook check, knight takes. Queen takes, king e5, queen e6, king d4, queen d6, king e4. Maybe f3 in the end. Bishop f5 is the mate in the end. Okay, this is simple. I just got drawn into this because it was suggested, but it is just a mate in 2, isn't it? Next. What does this mean? A-bomb? Oh, b1 is controlled. That's why rook takes, check, check, check. Okay, b4 is not even coming, so just rook sacrifice, check, and mate. Black to play. This is... Okay, this is not a mate yet. Yes, ma'am. So check here, knight c5 is mate. Okay. No, it's not it. Oh. Knight e5, I can't do it. I just thought in my head about this. I just thought, but yeah, queen h4, of course, I need to first deflect the knight to be able to play knight e5. A-bomb was weird. Yeah, I know, right? I don't even understand what that means. Let's go next. Smooth as silk. Dishank, hello. Rucha is back. Yeah, I'm back. Welcome, good evening. I have been back for some time, but I was on Twitch, so now I'm back on both. Okay, this is cute. Check, check, and mate, right? Rucha weighs too strong. Well, as somebody said in the chat, I'm just showing off. Parrot person suggests queen c8 and queen c6. Yeah, that's it. Let's go parrot person. And a mate with the bishop in the end. Decoy. You saw that in the beginning when we were doing the puzzles in the first section, like the beginner section, they had so much description, like they were describing, giving us ideas, but at this point they're like A-bomb, smooth as silk, decoy. This is decoy. This is decoy. I didn't say anything, I was whispering. Yeah, but we heard your whispers. White to play. There is no comments here at all. Okay, check. Check. Mate. Remind you of something? Does this remind you of something, guys? Doesn't remind me of anything. Oh, maybe this game that they're talking about. Maybe they're talking about this King Walk game by Nigel Short. Oh, it's that game? Is it exactly that game or is it just the idea? Maybe somebody knows in the chat if it's exactly the same game or not. Okay, if I go here, there is queen d6. But I have rook g4, so that should work. Okay, it is the exact same game. It's not? But similar idea, okay. Short versus Timon, guys. If you have not seen that game, the context is game between Short and Timon, which is one of the must-watch games. Must-see games. F5 is the key. Queen c7? Can we do something like queen c7? Yeah, bishop f5 is already a threat. I don't see black getting out of it. So check and mate. Double deflection. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Tilburg 1991, not that position though. Okay, so just the idea, not the exact same game. I was not even born then when that game was played. Hey, thanks for the follow, Napster Nick. Welcome here, Nick. How's your day going? Yeah, Tony, you found it. Good job. First with queen takes d4. No, first rook g8. And then queen d4. Not born. I was watching live. You were in that tournament? Says thank you for welcoming me. I like chess a lot. Then you are in the right place right now. We have all the people here who love chess. Yeah, I don't believe in 1991 you're watching it online. I will not say that you're watching it online, so of course you have to be there if you're watching it live. It's highly unlikely that you're watching it on live. I played Tilburg a few times when it was kinda open. Wow, that's amazing. Where is Tilburg, by the way? What country is that? Okay, meanwhile we have check, takes, knight check, king f5 and g4 is made. Netherlands, okay. I still don't see this yet. This is the first time I have to think now. So I think they're starting to get difficult finally. Akshay Sawant, hello, good evening. How are you doing? Welcome here. Second is a quiet move. Well, I'm still not sure what's the first one. We are not getting it yet. Yeah, quiet move is not check. For the people in the chat. What is your name actually? My first name is Rucha. That's my username. Rucha plus chess is Rucha. And it has to do nothing with Russian Chess Federation, which people confuse sometimes. Akshay says, I'm fine, how are you doing? Well, we are solving puzzles together with the chat, so let's do this. People who are joining in right now, you can send in your moves and suggestions in the chat. And we'll try to get through this course. I think I got that. Yeah, but people have made that mistake before and continue to make that. Rucha, but you may address her as Your Majesty. Did your parents name you after you learned chess, or they named you after chess? No, they saw that I'm starting to play chess and I'm good at it, and then they named me Ruchess. I was not named until I became a professional. You see all the games in the chess-based database, you know, not named, NN, they are from me. Knight to g7. Okay, rook takes g7. Totally makes sense. Okay, what about bishop f8, rook e6, and queen g4? Just thinking out loud. Akshay says your rating is far ahead of me. I can't suggest you moves. Of course you can. We are all solving this together. So doesn't matter right or wrong. We are just brainstorming. And I'm collecting the ideas from both YouTube and Twitch right now. Subranil, good evening. Hello. Welcome here. And Pac-Man Fever, thanks for the follow. How are you doing today, Pac-Man? We were just talking about the game Pac-Man yesterday, and I have a dedicated Pac-Man emote right here that you should look at. Pac-Man, you would like it. Yeah, there you go. Pac-Man and the monster. Drinking tea. Okay, are we thinking about the move bishop f8 at all? I really like this idea, queen g4. With the idea bishop g7 and knight at 6. But maybe there is some bishop g2 that I should think about. But then I can check and some discover checks. How about bishop to e7? Okay, you mean second move? Then I can take it again. I still think bishop f8 and queen g4 is the idea. Let me try it. Well, okay, it was not it. It was just knight takes e7. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was nice. Okay, just queen f7 here. Okay, this is better, of course. But I still don't know why not bishop f8. Looked pretty good for me. Maybe black has some moves like this and some counter attack. Maybe that's why it's not working. I don't see a way I can use engine here. Like, you see the screen? There is no way I can turn on engine right now. But yeah, queen c6 can be annoying. Okay, next. Okay, why is this? Maybe we finish this. Let's go back. Okay, so far we finished easy, we finished medium, now we are going for hard level, guys. Brace yourself for this, and after that we are gonna go for super GM level as well. So after this we have super GM level. Let's go for tough one now. Why are we starting all of the chapters with this? Maybe it's just like, you know, mic testing. Warming up is over. Okay, let's go. Double attack. Black's king is short of squares and almost trapped in a mating net. How can you make use of that? Time for brain fry. Okay, Homeless says, remember they are not asking for a winning move, but for the best move. Of course, Bishop F8 was winning too. Okay, thanks for confirming. It looked good, but maybe Queen C6 was annoying and not, of course, not as good as the other line. Storm says, how can we solve Super GM level? We can try to solve Super GM level by combining all of our ratings in the chat. So alone we are weak, but together we are strong. Okay, D7 check. Akshay suggests Rook H8. So we'll try to combine these ideas, but then the knight can come in to F8. But then when we play D7, we are not controlling E7. So we have different problems. Yeah, that's true. Tony says I'm more like negative Super GM. I can easily give you bad move to rule out. Well, that's actually also good. If you suggest bad moves, we will eliminate them. And then other people can also think of different moves, you know? I just watched 100 kids win over 10 strongmen in drag pool. So we are adding a bit of force here. That's funny. Rook from H to D6, but there is a pawn. Maybe you suggest this. But then I can try to get the knight in on F8. E6, then I can trade off. Oh, that's actually a good idea now that I think about it, Napster. The rook E6 takes a knight E6, and you're threatening a mate and the rook. Good job, Nick. I think that's the answer. Let's go. Yeah, nice. You solved it. Good job. Okay, we are starting this tough ones. Let's continue. Chapter checkmate. Are only your rooks enough to give mate? No, we have to add in bishop. So check, check. Yeah, this is easy, isn't it? Maybe one puzzle sneaked into the tough one. Okay, chapter magnet, sacrifice 2 magnets. Okay, we can sacrifice 1 here, second here, and queen f5. This is like an opening trap, isn't it? Hey, thanks for following, JKDK. Welcome here. How are you doing? Can you lure and chase Black's king to a place where you can mate him? Yeah, this is just like the previous one. So we have queen f6, bishop e5, knight g4, mate in 3. Bit like the Fisher opening trap in Sicilian. I think It's also a trap. Okay, there is a trap in Royal Opus, but it doesn't sacrifice the second knight. It's just the bishop f7, knight g5, and knight e6. In the Breyer, I think. But yeah, knight e6 and the queen is trapped. Similar idea. If we hadn't seen the previous one, this would have made us think. But since we saw the previous idea, this became easier. Sacrifice everything. Calculate what happens if you sacrifice both your rooks as in the previous puzzle. Okay, there is bishop h4 check. So maybe that's why we have to do this check first. Block the f file. And then go for all the sacrifices. Once you said it, it was visible, yeah. This is nice. Don't fall for the trick. Bharat, you just fell into the trick. Now, I hope you see it. That if we sacrifice, if we rush and sacrifice, that when you give this check, he plays this move, and it is a check on your king. And you are the one losing there. So we need to block this f file, and only now we can do this. There is the mate. Nice. Under promotion. Make a draw by playing the moves that do not lose on the spot. So when the king goes to e6, we have to make a knight. Because if we make a queen, then there is rook a8 mate. And now we have to make a knight. And hopefully you know how to draw this position. So we need to give a check. And then we can go back to f8 or go to c5. No, go back to f8 is better than going to far away from the king. Both kings have no space to move, which makes them vulnerable to mate and stalemate. Will a rook, bishop, or knight parry all of black's threats? Okay, so if I make a queen here, queen f7 is a stalemate next. If I make a rook, it's a stalemate. Knight is slow, I guess. I would like to make a bishop. So knight or bishop? That's the question. Well, I would love to have a bishop because then I can get bishop to d5 somewhere. But I'm just thinking, why not knight? Knight is kind of trapped there. There is no way to get out the knight. Okay, I can't move the queen because queen f7 is a threat. If I do this, this is a check. So bishop has to be done. And then bishop can go to d5. Okay. Yeah, bishop is... I knew the answer is bishop, but I was just figuring if knight is also winning or not. Okay, bonus studies. The C file needs to be cleared. Can you win the queen by multiple discover checks? You also thought about bishop? As long as you don't make queen or rook. Because then it's a stalemate. Okay, we just have to start giving checks here. So check. Okay, now it's important. Let me think here. Should we start with the knight or with the bishop? Well, I want to play knight here. I want to play knight, e7. So let's say king here, then check, takes, then bishop f6, and then knight e4. Now we managed to clear the c file. Okay, next. The knight is defending the rook. Chase away the defense. Okay, so we have bishop a3, rook d7, bishop h3, rook c7, bishop d6. Does this check do anything? Okay, to give the check or not to give the check? That is the question. Oh, because this is stupid, okay. Because when I do this, there is no bishop f5. So that does not work anyway. So bishop a3 and bishop d6. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Knight covers f5, so now... Storm2709, thank you so much for subscribing, and I see your emote in the chat, so big thumbs up for you. And thank you so much for supporting. And enjoy the sub emotes here. Thanks again. Okay, king e4 is knight f6 check. So we have to attack the knight. So question is again here or here. Okay, if I go here, rook d7. That's why bishop e6. Nice. Knights usually dislike open boards, but in this position, the knight's reach is very large. Chasing brings the win. Wrong puzzle? Why is that? What happens after bishop e6? Okay, let's see if we can chase the bishop somehow. Okay, let's say we start by king, then he goes bishop d8. Because you cannot go here because of knight c4. So king moves, bishop moves, king c8, bishop b7, king d7, bishop f8, king here. Bishop g7, king here, bishop h8, king c8. This we are just chasing the bishop. Look at those arrows. Bishop e6, g6 or something, bishop d5, rook d7 is winning. Maybe homeless. Maybe looks like it. Stitches pattern. Let's go. Okay, now we go knight g4 and grab the bishop. And hopefully you know how to checkmate with bishop and the knight, because that is what's required to win this game. c2. I'm sure that puzzle was wrong. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I can go back to that puzzle. Maybe somebody can check with an engine. Can I go back? Okay, guys. Somebody, can you just put this? Is there? I can turn on engine somewhere. Let me see. Open an analysis board. Perfect. I found it. King e4 is the win. Yeah, okay. Nobody saw this move, King e4. Because, yeah, Homeless, you're right. This is not good enough. But somehow King e4 is a win. This is a tough one to look for. Okay, we are here. Keep going. Okay, let me go back. Okay, let me try to go back again. I was too hasty, wasn't I? To just turn it off. Okay, let's check once and for all. Okay, this apparently is winning because of the pawn running down just in time. Okay, let's go now. But yeah, that was very tough fun. Let's continue. Where were we? Yeah, we were here. So white to play and win a piece in 4. This is easy, right? This is too easy. They might have mentioned the last moves. No, the puzzle just stopped there. Puzzle just stopped. White has just one pawn left and the immediate a7 is met with bishop e4, stopping the pawn. So what should we do instead? So we should go here, bishop e4, the knight f6. Okay, I should have seen that. CK, hello, good evening. Oh, easy, 1, 2, 3, 4, I win. Okay, knight b4 or knight e7. So knight e7, he goes back, bishop c2. So we have to go here, bishop d1. And then what do we do? Then knight c6 probably. Wow, this is crazy. This is, wow, what a puzzle. Amazing. Amazing puzzle. This is one of my favorites from this course for now. Just look at this knight. Just look at this knight. First d5. Go here. Then go c6. Check and then take the bishop and then a7. Minor piece endgames and puzzles are always tough. Especially the knight. The knight is a tricky one. Okay, white to play and win. Check. Rook at6. Let's go. Okay, white to play and win. Bishop h4 and g4. That was like now king if goes to g5, then I promote. If the king goes to h6, then I take the bishop. Okay, white to play and win. So the pawn is going this way, so takes here and rook d5. Takes if you take this, then rook here. You are quick with this. Let me at least understand the position. So here we are looking for skewer in the end. Okay, so take, rook d5 and promote. White to play and mate in 3. Okay, this is also simple, guys. So both of the pawns are promoting, and we cannot stop it. So we just have to try and create a mating threat. So in this, it's like we're looking for all the ways we can create a mate threat with the queen, but the whole point is we just have to give up on the queen and create a mate threat like that. Hey, thanks for following Night Time. Welcome here. Easy, yeah, join us. We are solving puzzles. Okay, white to play. I have a feeling we have to start and play rook c5, but I'm still looking for the mate. The final mate. Okay, we first go rook c5. We first go rook c5. If you takes with the bishop. Oh, but there is no knight e5. That doesn't work. My bad. Queen a4, then I move the king to b7. I still feel we have to do something with knight e5 and rook c5, but I have not figured it out. Then I don't know, I can't see any bad moves. Kind I ladder mate? I was looking for it, so queen b4, king c6, queen c3, king b7, rook check. But then you can block with the queen and stuff like that. So where is that ladder mate? Oh, we start with queen c3. Okay, queen c3, king b6, rook b4. Okay, that is it. That is it. I don't have to give this one. I have to give this one. So check. Take. Check. Check and... Oh! Okay, sorry. Queen d3 first. I did not see he went back to a6 because then he can block this. So this check first and then queen a3 here. Okay. Nice. Let's go next. White to play and win. Okay, can we just create a skiver? Why not queen b5? You mean queen b4? I thought he can go king c6 and I did not find a mate after that. So we are trying to make him go to the queen side. And in ladder mate, when we put both of the pieces on the same line, then we cannot do ladder. They're both working in the same line. Okay, white to play and win. Some stalemate stuff is happening here. Rook g6, and if you capture the bishop, then it is a stalemate. That's right. So we have to not fall into any stalemate trick. Mysterium and Extreme, I'm not taking game challenges right now, so we're just gonna solve puzzles. Your work is done. You're happy with the draw? So black is attacking both the rook and the knight. So how to do this? This one is very nice, okay? I haven't figured it out yet. For your GM level. So you're like, if my opponent is GM, I'm happy for a draw here. But imagine you could have your victory against GM. Okay, where is that win? Where is the win? We cannot give up the rook. We need the rook to win. So we have to give up the knight, but then we have to create something in return. Can we create some mate threats? Is there any way we can create some mate threats? Or some Zugzwang? Cherry suggests rook g6, king h4, and king f3. But then I will move the bishop. Let's say something like just bishop c7, or just any bishop move. But didn't you just play king f3? Or you mean rook f3? Rook g1 you mean? But that rook h1 is still not a mate. The king will go back to g5, you know? So to get a rook mate, we need some kind of opposition at least. Not mate, okay, so we are not looking for a mate, but trying to get the bishop somehow. Yeah, even when you're trying to create mate, we are trying to get material because black will have to part with material somehow. It looks like everybody's stuck with me on this one. Okay, Storm suggests rook e6, bishop takes knight, and rook e4. Wow, that is amazing, Storm. I not even think about that. Wow, that's a really amazing, Storm. You found it. Well done. And we create a Zugzwang situation here. And black has just no move. Cheers! Great solving, Storm. Go, go, go. I did not think about that at all. Okay, white to play. I didn't get that. So in the end, black doesn't have any move. After rook e4, the bishop has no move, and if he moves the king, then the bishop is lost. So no matter what black does, he loses the bishop there. Okay, so we have some rook e1, but how can we move and deflect a queen from here? So that we can give bishop f6 somewhere. Williams, hello, good evening. Join us in solving puzzles, William. Yes, we are doing good so far. We're solving some really nice puzzles here. We completed easy and medium difficulty, so right now we are... we completed, yeah, easy and medium, so now we are on hard and super gem next difficulty. Okay, I think we can do rook e1 and queen g3. So we go rook e1, bishop e1, rook e1, and then queen g3. Or should we start? If we start with queen g3, there is queen e7. So we cannot do that. So I believe rook e1 has to be the start. Are you accepting any 3-minute challenges? No, today I'm not taking challenges. Today we are training puzzles and this Chessable course. Tony says, all right, I will get back after my coffee. Okay. Yeah, of course. Enjoy your nice cup of coffee. I had mine. That's why my brain is working. Okay, let's go check. And now queen g3. 9th century Arabian study. Oh, I think I know this one. Okay, I know this one. The Why to Play and Win. But I will let someone who doesn't know solve this one. You're a coffee person? Now I feel good. Yeah, I'm a coffee person. We should all know this one, right? But there is also some study where the end is this part. I don't know if this is from that study. Is this the end of the study where it's already easier? I see all the moves but not the order. Okay, you can get it. Compared to others, this is easy compared to what we have been doing. Knight h5, yeah, Danny, you're right. This is mate in 3. So knight h5 takes, then rook takes g6, and now rook e6. Oh, here is this tricky Novotny theme. I think this is the one you were saying, right? Before? Dama? I don't know. I actually read it as stalemate for some reason. I'm like, where is stalemate? Okay, so the bishop is attacking the rook. So we have knight f5 check, rook h6. Mans was stalemate, okay. Looks like both of you are talking about stalemate. Yeah, it said 9th century. Okay, so knight g6, there is knight f8. So let's say knight g6, bishop h3, knight f8. If you go here, knight f7 has to be a mate soon. So you have to go king h6. Then queen f4 has to be good. Yeah, so let's go this, right? Okay, they say this is also winning, but not the one that they want. From the time when queens just went one square, what? Was there a time when that happened? Was there a time when queen only went one square? Okay, so knight g6 is winning, but we need alternate solution here. So what do they want from us? If not knight g6. Knight f5, okay, so let's try knight f5, rook h6. It's coffee time for everyone in the chat. Well, I'm ahead. I'm in Asian time zone, so I already had my coffee. People in European and American time zones, you're far behind. Come on, catch up. All the people in Asia already had their coffee. It's dinner time for us. You are so slow. Yeah, catch up. Catch up with the Asians. Okay, they want queen c7 check. What? This is also winning but not it? I found 2 solutions, but they are not happy. They want me to find a third one now. What else can there be? Yeah, it was right, Tony, so that's good enough. You calculated till queen c7, so you got that one right. No, that was right, Homeless. I played this, it said it's right, but I need alternative. I played this, it said right, but alternative. For rook h6, I was counting on rook h6, pawn takes and queen c7. So both of them are winning. Something fancy with a queen sacrifice? How can we do it? If I go queen move, he goes to g8. Okay, maybe he wants something like this. Maybe. So knight f3, if you take the rook, knight g5. If you go here, some knight f7 stuff. I don't know. Why do I want to play it in a complicated way when I can win straightforward? Okay, this is not it. Queen e6. Oh. Queen e6. Did anybody see this idea? Queen e6. The rook on a6 and the bishop on c8 control h6 and h3 respectively. No matter how black recaptures, the capturing piece will interfere with the action of its companion. So yeah, you had them in mind to sacrifice the queen, but now I see the idea, Homeless. I think Lake explained that it's about bishop, or you, Homeless, I don't know who explained it, but it's about bishop and the rook and we need to interfere somehow. Homeless thought, of course. So if I take with the rook, then there is this check and mate. If I take with the bishop, then I go knight f5 check, king g8 and knight e7. That is mate. Okay, I did not see this one. I was just mad that both of my knight moves are winning. Why can't you just accept that? But this is so much better, of course. Yeah, that was nice, and I know you love queen sacrifices. Wasted youth. Okay, next one. Black's move became... Oh, this one I know. This I have seen this game. This was one of my favorites. When I was studying classical games, this was one of my favorites. Yeah, Danny, that was nice. I thought queen sacrifice in different ways, so almost there in 100 years. Next lifetime. Marshall. Who was black? Rubinstein? No, maybe not. Levitsky. Okay, then I don't know. But I know this puzzle. This I think I solved some when I was training. I solved all the puzzles you must know as a professional player. This was one of them. 19th century. Black's move became legend. Okay, so those who don't know this game, you are in for a real treat because this is one of the best tactics from the classical games, from old games. So you are in for a treat. And do we have any volunteers to suggest a move? From the people who have not seen this, any guesses? Okay, Tiger Fast suggests Rook F2. Your queen is also hanging, by the way. Knight E2, but I need time. Okay. You have Knight F3 fork. But the pawn takes and your queen is still hanging. So now, I think people have brainstormed different ideas in the chat. So we just need a way to combine all of these ideas. Selector, good evening, nice to see you. Hello, hi, bye-bye, because it's chess break season in my life. Well, you can stay for the chat. Yeah, famous position. So, okay, guys, you have the idea of knight e2 check, you have the idea of rook f2, there is the idea of knight f3, and now we have to combine all these ideas to find the brilliant move here. That is queen g3. Just look at this move. And the idea is this queen can be taken like 3 times. And still black is winning, either way you take it. So if you take with the f pawn, we have knight check followed by mate. If you take with this, knight e2 is a mate. And if you take with the queen, knight check takes the queen and at least wins material. And we have extra knight in the end. And that's an engine move. Well, that move was played before the engines were invented. Is that right? This move was played before the engines were invented. So it can't be an engine move. But yeah, that's nice. Let's go storm. Queen c3 takes. And that's mate. Beautiful. Play the correct move. White to play. Oh, I think I see it. Show us again, please. Okay, 1 second, guys. I will not play it out, I will just show you the position so you see it. You know the answer now, it's queen g3. Okay, I hope you got it. Let's continue. You thought for 5 seconds? Well, the predecessors of the computer, the analytical engine, was invented in first half of 19th century by Babbage. Okay, you have so many interesting facts, interesting things you know. How would people come up with that queen move and to actually get it in the game? I'm always very happy when I get a queen sacrifice in a classical game. For me, that is one of the amazing feelings, to get tactics sacrifices in the game, especially queen sacrifice. I had a queen sacrifice, I think last year, in a classical game against an international master, and it just made my whole tournament. Okay. Is anybody thinking about queen sacrifice here also? Because I am thinking about it. I just want to go to h7 here. I'm threatening queen h8, and if you capture the queen, I have knight takes with a mate. Yes, tiger fast, let's go. Queen f7. And wait, hold on. I have check, knight g8. Where is the final win? If knight at 7, king f7. Or maybe it's rook e8 after knight g8. Takes, king goes up, then we take the pawn. King d8. Oh, rook e8 is made. I was so intensely calculating the other way. I was calculating rook e8, queen e8, and in some ways I was winning the queen or not, but this is just the way to go. Okay, black to play. White is passive, but time is the essence to exploit this fact. Black played. Is bishop h4 an idea, maybe? Yeah, tiger fast, I think that is it. Looks like we found it. Okay, I know this is a win, just checking if this is something, but then you take and take. Okay, nice. Tiger fast was fast. Okay, next one. Looks like white is winning, but what disruptive move did black play? Queen b6, king h1. I'm also thinking moves like queen b4, but it's not working because after rook c1 there is bishop d. Can we just double check here and just take the bishop. You're still stuck with the gold coin game. With the queen g3, you mean? Yeah, you can actually check that game from the start. Okay, but if we do that queen g4, there is queen g8 check. And that is a bit annoying. So how can we save this game and actually turn it around? You can't sleep. Well, you can get your coffee and come back. Here, rook c1 and queen g4 doesn't seem to work. What else? It takes a lot of time. Gotta spend some time with mom while coffee, and I will try to be faster. I'm at a super GM level. Can I watch this? Will this be recorded? Yeah, of course. You can, of course, go back and watch it when the stream is over, or you can, I'm actually also live on YouTube, so YouTube you can rewind back and see. F5. Queen h8 check. King d7. Where are we going? Check. King c6. Are we just running away like that? But I don't know if that works. Maybe f5. I was just thinking if I can just take this. Just an idea. Yeah, of course, Tony. See you in some time. Enjoy your coffee. But yeah, f5 was an idea. Take c7. Yeah, why not? Oh, it's the pawn is blocking the bishop. Okay, that's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, so c7 is not an idea at all. So let me reconsider this idea. f5. So queen h8 check. King d7. Queen g7 check, king c6. And we can escape. Maybe that works, Tiger Fast. Tiger Fast with another fast idea here. Nice, GG. Tiger Fast, you're 2 for 2 now. I don't know. You have to at least stand by your answer. What do you mean I don't know? You had solved it, you know? You had solved it. Yeah, I guess we just take the bishop here. No? Bishop e4, alright. Yeah, it was also not on my radar. I was somehow looking for queen c7. But yeah, bishop was not attacking the queen. Okay, black to play. So white is threatening a mate on h8. Thanks, Homeless. Okay, so we have a lot of checks here to consider. This just seems like mate to me. This just seems like mate to me. So check. Tiger says my rating puzzle was 4150. Yeah, you're good in puzzles. Okay, but then the king goes to a4. Just quiz, hello there. Yeah, we are doing a course right now. Me and the chat together. We are on chess.com right now. Well, you can just stay here and solve with us. Oh, this is... I was looking at other mates, but maybe that's not the one. We have to do this, this, and this. So let's see, queen b1 check, king c4, queen e2 check, king d3, and queen e2. So I was looking in the other direction here. Yeah, nice mate in 3. Okay, black's king is very exposed. How does white take advantage of that? If king a4, we trade queens. No, if king a4, there was a mate on the a file, so either way the king goes, we have a mate swagger. Okay, how do we do this one? I'm looking at rook e8 already. And there is queen e3 and bishop e6 stuff. Also, Anderson? Okay, let me think. Rook e8, I don't know if I want to do this what move order, but let me first see if that works. Takes queen e3, king d8, bishop b6, takes queen b6, king e8, knight c7, king e7. Maybe it doesn't work. No, it doesn't look like I can sacrifice rook and the bishop here. Yeah, Tiger Fest. After queen e3, king d8. What is the follow-up? Bishop e7, king c8. There is some bishop a3, but I don't know. No, that doesn't. Creates double threat. I was just thinking like I can sacrifice here some queen check. So let's say queen e3, then bishop e7 check and just bishop back to a3. But yeah, maybe that can be an idea. With the idea queen e8 check. But I don't know if I should go here or here with the queen check. Did you find it, Tiger Fest or Lake District? Any of you found it? Because I haven't. Yeah, rook e8 has to be a start. No, it's not. Oh, bishop b6 and queen e3. So I had this idea. I just did not see it the other way. A very beautiful idea on the topic of attraction. The same idea cannot be applied in the other move order. First move, queen e3 loses to bishop d5, bishop b6, and king c8. Okay, can I see if my idea works? Let me try. This is not even in top 3. So it looks like some disaster over here. Oh, he can just take it, of course. But let's say even if he could not take it. I was looking at this idea. Queen c2. And black is just better. I was looking that I can maybe get this rook also. Let's say takes 6, bishop d5. Can I get this f6? Okay, just in time. Queen c2. Funny move. Yeah, bishop d5 should be better. Take f6, queen c5. Because at least even if he has pieces, the pieces are not developed. But okay, bishop b6 is winning on spot. Crazy in a good way. It looks like black's king is safe, but where are our back rank tricks now? We're looking for back rank stuff. Queen c3 traps the rook, but the thing is I cannot really take it. Even if it traps. Okay, he has actually rook c2, so that's just bad. Even. Tiger says, yeah, I must eat something. Energy 0. Yeah, recover, of course. Recover and come back. Oh, maybe I have some idea. But I don't know if it works. I have some really crazy idea here. I was thinking rook e6 takes f6, g6, and queen c7. Something like that. But just thinking, what if he takes rook takes e6? He takes rook takes e6, f takes e6, f takes e6. Then I can give rook a8 and rook a7. Bravo. That is it. Yeah, let's go. Rook e6. Perfect. f6, attacking here, creating a mate. And now this mate cannot be stopped. That's cute. Okay, white to play. Black just played. Bishop takes h3. But what had they failed to see? Rook e6 stops queen e1, giving time. Yeah. Okay, what did black fail to see here? So knight g3, queen g6. Or there is some rook e5. But I want to play rook e5 and rook g5 and go for the c5 or the other bishop. Hey, thanks for the follow. Panic. If so, welcome here. How are you doing today? Okay, but again there is some bishop f2 check happening with the idea knight g4, so it gets tricky. Then I would want rook e5, bishop f2. So maybe add d4 somewhere. Can I add d4? First move, just to stop that bishop. Kukolu, hello, good evening. How are you doing, Kukolu? I'm starting to like d4. Okay, you know what? Just for the crazy idea that this is, I'm going to go for it. Wow, nice. It works. It works. just to block that bishop. Okay, now I have a choice, this or this. Or should I wait with a move like knight g3? Lot of options here. Still not over. Even rook e5 is an idea, but then queen g4. Okay, so my moves are take this bishop, or knight g3. One of them. Long time, hello here. Good evening, Sarthak Garg. The plan was to take this bishop, so let's just take it. Okay, nice. The next one. White is down a whole rook and must somehow use the A pawn to save the game. Make that win the game. So we have another position with the A bomb here, apparently. Okay, be right back. See you soon, homeless. Good evening. Is it evening there as well? Yeah, it is 7 p.m. here in India. 6 minutes past 7. Where are you joining from? Rude chat to some chat viewers. Hi, how are you doing today? Viewers ignoring. No, they are not ignoring. Actually, I'm streaming both on YouTube and Twitch. So sometimes they're writing on Twitch. Sometimes they're writing on YouTube. Sometimes on Twitch. Try her Novotny. So now I know this idea. I'm thinking of knight d5 instantly. But welcome here, Panic. Okay, so this has to be knight d5. Today we have learned a new concept of interfering between rook and the bishop. And we do this. That's it. Okay, black to play. We have some discover check with our king. But where can that be? I want to go here, king h3 and king h5, with the idea rook h4 mate. I think that should work. I think that should work, right? And mate. This was actually a bit easy for all the puzzles we have been doing. Okay, white's bishop seems fatally pinned to the king, while black's knight on h3 seems safely protected. Yet white to move can win with a dazzling move. Like this trick looks like another from the same theme. Should we do knight d7? But the thing is, what is our idea with this move? Bishop takes d7. And then maybe rook f3. Going for a rook sacrifice with the mate on h3. Looks like it. First candidate move. Okay, we have to take with this rook. And now this is a mate. Nice. Today we learned a new theme. Black to play. Usually puzzles are oriented with white to move and win, but I like to play around with switching colors from time to time to not embed the second move mentality into my students. Here black is up a piece, but white seems to have full and dangerous compensation for it. It will take a few skillful blows to break all resistance. Yeah, that was nice. You're joining from India as well? Yeah, so we are in the same time zone. No, I'm joining in from India. It's exactly 7:10 p.m. Okay, how do we win this? How do we win this one? Wow, this is really beautiful. I think I saw it. I think I see something. And that is really too cool. Sarthagurk asks, will you play any games today? No, today I will be doing this course. So in today's stream I will not play. But yesterday I was playing a lot of games in a 6-hour stream, and I will play again in one of the next streams. Bishop at 7 mate. Well, the queen is pinning your bishop right now. So knight... Oh, you mean in the end. Okay, knight d4, king g6. Perfect, Panic. I just saw that idea and I was like, wow, what a puzzle. Looks like you're a strong player, Panic. And guys, everyone who are trying to solve this, look at this idea. Knight d4 check. Okay, so the king moves. Now white is threatening this mate. So we have to do something. So knight e6. Attacking the queen. Okay, knight takes. Now we have a move. Queen f7 check. Queen takes and bishop h7 is made. What a puzzle. We sacrifice the knight, we sacrifice the queen, and then in the end we get a beautiful bishop checkmate there. Yes, indeed. Tony is back. No, we are not yet in Super GM level. Okay, good solving, Panic. We found it. So black to play. This is easy. This is easy. This is just a mate. Okay, black to play and win. Okay, this is also maybe not. Maybe not. Or maybe it is. It's just simple. Just pick up all the material. Yeah. Okay, go, go, go. Black to play. Are we getting super simple puzzles suddenly? Like, what is happening? For a change, we are. Okay, black to play. So the pawn is going this way. if we push now, knight e4 blocks it. So maybe we have to stop that. Actually, if I push it, you can just take the bishop and knight can come back. What happened? It was just a few checks, and when I can show you again, you can replay. So I took this, king takes, queen b2 check, king goes back and pawn mate. So it was just mate. It was mate in 3 there. We were thinking too much on some hard puzzle. Yeah. Okay, you're asking what happened. To the puzzles, not to us. Okay, where should we go with the bishop? Is it d3 or d5? I like d3 here, because if we go here, I'm not stopping knight f5. So I want to control all of this from the knight, take all of this away from the knight. Okay, so if I play this, you take the bishop. If I play f2, you get knight here. But then I promote with a check. That's good enough. Okay, white to play. I make it easy. Rook h6 probably. Okay, let's think about it. So rook h6, bishop h6, check. It has to be made there somewhere, right? Puzzles are only easy if you see the solution. That's a good point. Yeah, I think rook h6 can be it. And we're threatening bishop e6 already. So let's go panic. Okay, where is the finale here? Queen f7, king... Oh, queen f7 and queen g8, okay. Yeah, that's it. Why am I not looking at the mate here? Bishop f5, king h8, and then queen check and bishop e6. Okay, playing on the light squares. Nice, good solving. Panic, you solved this one. GG's. Okay, white to play. Rook h8 mate in the end. And this is easy again. Looks like we have a rook h8 mate in the end. Yeah, that's it. Rook h8 mate in the end. Black to play. Yeah, that was nice. Okay, so knight g3, rook h6, rook h3, queen f3 takes and mate. Rook on g is doing all the work. Yeah, pinning the knight from the beginning. Queen f4 mate in the end. Okay, not yet. Yeah, queen f4 mate, right? No, it doesn't work. h5? Okay, so what's the follow-up? h5, king g5. Last exit chess, white squared bishop. So what is your move? Whenever we play h5, he can take the pawn on g5. Okay, so you want to play rook f4, bishop f4, and then e5 maybe, right? Elise Gambit, hello there. How are you doing? Welcome back. Yeah, queen f4 mate. Okay. Yeah, nice. Nice solving last exit chess. Elise Chess. Elise Gambit says, I'm good, hope you're doing well. Amazing quality. Is it new camera? Yeah, I got an upgrade for the camera. I'm happy you noticed. Makes a streamer happy, you know? Yeah, today we are doing a Chessable course together with the chat. So far we have been doing great, so join us. Difference is noticeable. Thanks. Well, the camera is doing all the work, but I will take that credit. Okay, knight g4 is a move to consider. Knight g4 if you take. What do we do next? Kafnir, hello there. Didn't know you also stream on YouTube. I just started, Kafnir. I'm streaming on Twitch mostly. I'm just trying it out to stream on YouTube as well. Hello from Germany. Greetings to you from India, Kafnir. Welcome here. Okay, what's the follow-up? The pawn takes? Okay, f4 check, I guess. And then queen e5 is mate in the end. Okay, nice. Knight g4 was nice. Okay, black to play. Usually this is check and check, so this again looks easy. Wait. Yeah, queen g2, of course. We're finished now here. I did not know Chessable courses can be done on chess.com. Yeah, they have started to integrate it now. Queen g1 first. Oh yeah, queen g1, of course. Nice. And it's actually a mate. So we don't go for the knight, we go for the checkmate. Okay, white to play. Do you used to stream on YouTube before too, right? No, I did not stream on YouTube. I used to stream on Twitch and then post on YouTube. Well, I did in the very beginning, like many years back I did that. But then I stayed exclusively with Twitch. Rook into c6, pawn takes. Bishop. How are you jumping over this knight? You need to sacrifice the knight first. You already had an imaginary mate. I think you have to start with rook takes b7. Creating a mate on c7, so you take here, then knight d6 check, you take, and then bishop a6, and then queen d8. Maybe that's the ghost you saw, probably. Yes, I have joined your stream on YouTube before, so will you be streaming on YouTube as well now? Yes, I will try to do both. And I will be happy to see you in the streams. And welcome back, Sarthak. I will try to stream on both. Panik says, in a game I would go rook b2, eat a pawn. Yeah, rook b7 was nice. You see ghost, you're a bullet player. Yeah, we can take this. But you know what? I think we have to take this and play bishop c3 so that we do not let that king run away. And then go for a mate instead of pawns. Munching fun is fun in bullets, yeah. Would you rather prefer munching pawns over checkmate? Because yeah, I'm also a pawn grabber. Definitely. I'm all in for pawns. It is healthy, isn't it? That's the Pac-Man emote in my emotes. Pac-Man eating a pawn. Okay, we have some discovered check options, but which is the best one? Knight f7, f6 and go for a draw? Well, I think we should do better than a draw here, isn't it? We can grab e5 pawn with the knight, windmill, and then go back to this position. Yeah, we can reach exact position without e5 pawn. But does it help? Maybe queen f4 or something? Joe, hello there. How are you doing? And how is it you're on joining from YouTube, Joe? Yeah. You're not here on Twitch? We can grab some pawns and go queen f4. That can be an idea. Maybe we should do that, queen f4, and then we are threatening against the queen, and also in some ways we can also go there, and then we have this streak, probably. Here you go, Tony. We are grabbing some pawns now. No? Oh, I said queen f4, but that was also not it. It was actually knight g6. And now queen g5. And a mate. Yeah, good to see you, Joe. Yes, we are doing good today. Okay, next. How far are we in this category? Let me see. Okay, we are close to finishing this. Okay, let's finish this and we'll stop for today. We'll do Super GM in the next stream. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four to go. Joe says I uninstalled Twitch long back after you took the big break. That's very sweet of you to do that. You're the second one to say is actually today that they uninstalled Twitch when I stopped streaming, but I hope you'll come back. But we don't die like in Puzzle Streak. Yeah. You just had coffee for this? We'll make the most of it for the 4 puzzles that are remaining. Okay, white to move and deliver mate in 4. Alex, good morning to you. How are you doing? So the king has escaped square over here on a6. Knight b3, king a6, queen a4. Wow, that's really beautiful. Well solved. Well solved. So check here. We have a queen sacrifice with queen a4 check. We have bishop c4 check and knight a5 is mate. Nice solving there. Okay, white's to play. Yeah, that was definitely GG. Oh, this is really nice. This is also a mate. This is also a mate. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are doing last 3 puzzles for the day. But look at this, guys. Queen sacrifice. You love queen sacrifice and you're here. Yeah, let's go. Okay, white's to play. Oh, there is a bishop, which I almost missed. Can I just take this pawn, knight g7? Like, why not? But maybe bishop g7 is, of course, maybe better. The bishop g7, we are threatening mate in 1. If you take this, I have rook d8. And winning, I guess. Okay, what is this? Check with knight. Okay, king h8. Yeah, I think that should be enough, I guess. No, it's not enough. Oh, queen g7. Queen g7. We have to go for the queen sacrifice and the mate. But I guess knight at 6 was also winning, right? Let me check. Let me just check if that was also winning. Yeah, that's also winning. It's +6, so no problem. It's also good enough. Yeah. But they want us to do the mate, okay. And next one. Why to play? Yeah, but they took our morale by giving a wrong for that one. I guess knight g6 should be enough. Knight e7, I mean. Knight e7 should be enough, right? There is one check, but we are not really scared of that check, are we? We can just move the king away and we are safe. If you take this, can take this, but maybe it's not enough. So if I do this, queen f2 and queen f6, but then I have knight g6. That should be enough. Not this, because then black escapes. I actually have rook f1. Maybe they want rook f1 from us. Yeah, maybe they want rook f1 from us. Go for the mate. Yeah, so this was not right. And finally mate. Look at that. Both the rooks are blocking there. Okay, I think we finished with this. We finished, let's see how far we are. Wow, we solved today easy level, medium level, and hard level. So we solved almost like 150 puzzles. That's crazy. And now only Super GM level is remaining, which we will do another time, next time. I think it will take some time, this Super GM level. Let me just get started. I don't know why they have this one to begin with. Okay, so this will continue to next time, tomorrow or next stream. And the new people who are joining here, do join the Discord server. There is a link for it. And I always post the stream schedule on Discord, so you don't have to miss any streams. And you can also plan accordingly to join the streams that you want to watch. And thank you for all the new followers who joined in today, and everybody who tuned in on the stream today. That was really fun, and we will try to complete this course next time. And with that, we'll complete this course, and we can be happy, you know, that we completed one course from start till the end. Okay, so with that, let me see, I can make a raid, and then we'll continue next time. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye. Have a great rest of your day. See you next time. Goodbye.